Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Amreen Khan and the topic that we are going to discuss in today's video is Indo-Pacific region. In 21st century, the global power politics has shifted its center from the Western Bloc to Indo-Pacific region. So it is very important to learn about the politics and to learn about the cooperation and competition going on in Indo-Pacific region. But before going to that segment, it is important to understand the areas that are termed as Indo-Pacific region. Indo-Pacific basically consists of Indian Ocean and western parts of Pacific Ocean. Now, why this region is so important that the global powers like the US and China, they are competing with one another to maintain their hegemony, their influence in this region. Basically, Indian Ocean is the third largest ocean, and of course it is having a direct connection with Middle East, and Middle East is an energy hub. So about 80 to 90% of global trade passes through Indian Ocean. So in this session about Indo-Pacific region, we are going to see what politics is going on in Indo-Pacific region, how US and India, they made strong partnership in the region, what steps China has taken in order to improve, in order to enhance its influence in the region. We will be discussing China's Belt and Road Initiative, China's port strategy that is termed as string of pearls, and of course we will be seeing that how and what steps are the US and India taking. So Indo-Pacific is the region about which the English writer Halford Mackinder, in his book The Geographical Pivot of History, wrote that whoever will control the Eurasian heartland, that would control the world. So basically this is the region that is going to decide the future of the world. This is the region that is going to decide the future world order in the global politics. That is why China and the US are competing with one another. They are trying their best to maintain a hegemony over one another. So it is important to understand the important features of Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. So Indian Ocean is the third largest ocean of the world, and 60% of world's oil supply passes through Indian Ocean. And if we look at the countries trade individually, for example, China imports its 84% energy supply using Indian Ocean channels, and Japan imports its 100% oil supply using Indian Ocean. And Indian Ocean have strategic choke points. For example, this one is Strait of Hormuz, and here it is Bab el Mandeb. The third one here is Suez Canal that connects Red Sea with Mediterranean Sea. Here it is Mozambique Channel. Now here this is Cape of Good Hope. Here is the famous Strait of Malacca. You all might know about the Malacca dilemma, and here it is a 10 degree 6 degree line. So these are the important choke points that play a crucial role in the global energy trade. As far the importance of Pacific Ocean is concerned, it is the largest ocean of the world, and it is also known as the region of elite class. The most important and the most significant point of Pacific Ocean is that it connects four continents, that is Australia, Asia, North America and South America. And the countries that are located on these continents, they contribute about 56% to global GDP. And now, according to World Economic Forum's report, only Asia will be contributing about 60% to global GDP by the end of 2020. So let's see how this report comes with the results. So basically these two oceans, they hold a significant point in the global power politics, and it is important to learn about this Indo-Pacific region, but since this is a lengthy topic, so we will be doing it in parts. Therefore, in our next video we will be starting the competition that is going on in Indo-Pacific region, in which we will be discussing the competition going on in Indian Ocean, how China and US they are struggling hard, how India and Pakistan they are struggling hard to maintain their influence over one another, and what disputes, what issues are going on in South China Sea.